Okay, here it is. I can already hear it from the Anthony Joshua fans saying, "Oh, you should have Anthony Joshua in there." But go watch an Anthony Joshua fan channel. This is a debate. Not a debate, just a opinion, because opinions are fun in boxing. That's why we have it. Let us configure this right now. 1996, there was a crave going on. It was between 1990 actually and 2000. But what began this thing, what pumped it to the highest level, was a Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield event. First it was Mike Tyson and Buster Douglas, but that was kind of just a shock that was heard around the world when Mike Tyson was dropped by Buster Douglas. But that's because most of the people didn't know. All the casuals heard Mike Tyson and they played Punch-Out! Nintendo. That's why you know about Mike Tyson. Everybody knew that because it was the boxing game on Nintendo. Mike Tyson had this power punch. You get hit by it, you go down. So that's what he was known for. But what they didn't know about, who they didn't know about, was a man named Evander Holyfield, who was out there just pacing back and forth like a tiger getting ready to eat, waiting for Mike Tyson to take his challenge. And Evander was being ducked for years. Anyway, I'm going to skip all that Tyson-Holyfield debate. But we're going to say, I'm going to put Holyfield against Tyson Fury. You're probably going to have to know a little bit about the boxing back in the day to get in on this. If you knew about Evander Holyfield and Mike Tyson's, if you watched them on pay-per-view back then, where it was like $120 a pop just to watch them on TV. And that's when, before you could really even, you couldn't steal it like you could today. So these guys were getting paid big money. But Tyson Fury today, with his tactical warfare that he plays, and the way he's quick, and the way he punches, and the way he jabs, against Holyfield, who is smaller, much smaller than Tyson Fury. But I think he could move faster. And he could hit harder. I don't know if he could hit harder. He put Buster Douglas out like for 2 minutes on the bed, laid him out on the floor with one hit in the third round. Holyfield had a punch. And Holyfield, the thing about Holyfield, he could get hit and hit and hit. Like when Deontay Wilder was getting hit by Fury, they should have let that fight go on, because you see what Holyfield would do. He would get hit like that and wobble around, play possum for 2 or 3 rounds. But then you'd see this bear come up out of Holyfield and just go crazy. So who do you think would win with Evander Holyfield in his prime against Tyson Fury in his prime, which is what we saw a couple months ago? He is in his prime. He's a bad dude. Fight number 1, Tyson Fury versus Evander Holyfield. My money would have to go on the real deal Holyfield. But I'm telling you right now, it would be 50-50. Would I be surprised if Fury beat him? No. Oh, no. Dang. Who has the better day? I'm going to say Holyfield would take Tyson Fury. Deontay Wilder versus Mike Tyson. The two hardest punchers per se, maybe, in boxing. Known to be. Hype-wise, Mike Tyson and Deontay Wilder are known to have the two hardest punches, because that's how they beat people. They just knock them out. So therefore they are known to be the hardest punchers, pound for pound. But Holyfield would have said it was Foreman that had the hardest punch that he ever gotten hit by, I think. But anyway, a lot of people would say George Foreman had a harder punch, but we're just going to say between Deontay Wilder and Iron Mike Tyson in a matchup, who would win that fight? In their prime. Mike Tyson in his prime, Wilder in his prime. What do we got to go on? What do we got to go on with this? Who did Mike Tyson really, who was the number one name that Mike Tyson beat in his prime? I know. I say Galata. He beat Galata, but you see Galata quit in the third round, I think it was. because he had something happened to his brain. Something happened to his neck. It was a neck injury when Galata quit. But I think Galata was probably the toughest fight that he used to fight. Razor Ruddock, but Ruddock was good, but he wasn't great. Mike Tyson in his prime. That's why I'm kind of going with Deontay Wilder versus Mike Tyson here, because we didn't have a lot to go on with Wilder either. Until Wilder jumped in the ring with Ruiz. Not Ruiz, I'm sorry. He jumped in the ring with Ortiz. When Wilder jumped into the ring with Ortiz, that's what we had to go on. That was the biggest fight I think I ever watched him fight. Because when you don't get into the ring with King Kong, unless you plan on knocking him out, because King Kong can knock you out. And when I saw Wilder take King Kong down like that, I was like, yeah, okay, this guy's for real. This guy is totally for real. When he beat King Kong like that, he beat him twice. And then he went on to fight Fury and went the distance with him and won. And on account that he should have, or with a draw, but if you saw that fight with Tyson Fury, the count was like 15-20 seconds long when Fury was on the floor. So in all rights, Deontay kind of, in my book, should have been given, it should have been a knockout. Because of that punch, and that's the punch that we're talking about. The same punch that knocked Ortiz out. Tyson had that. Mike Tyson could do that. Mike Tyson could jump in and hit you once, and you'd be gone. And I think Mike Tyson had better boxing skills for sure than Deontay Wilder. So I'm gonna have to. My money is probably gonna have to go on Mike Tyson over Deontay Wilder in that fight. So now I've got Mike Tyson to beat Deontay Wilder, and I think Holyfield could take Tyson Fury. I'm talking their primes. So the 96 boxers, I think, would beat the Fury and Wilder boxers today. But the hype, promotion that Wilder and Fury have elevated boxing to, who wins this? Because we're seeing boxing, heavyweight boxing now, brought to the level of the Tyson Holyfield, where Tyson Holyfield fought, and then the next thing you know, you're getting the names of all these other boxers coming in. Oh, who's that other dude? He's really good? Lennox Lewis. Who's that other dude that's really good? Riddick Bowe. Who's that other dude that's really good? Tommy Morrison. Oh, who's that? I mean, and then you're starting to get these guys that are like really good coming in, and you're learning their names, because now we're seeing the best fighters playing. And you're seeing the best fighters fight each other more than once. I mean, I think Holyfield fought Ruiz, 3 times in a row. He fought Tyson twice in a row. He fought Riddick Bowe, 2-3 times, but I'm just saying, you were seeing the best of the best fighting the best and the best. And you're in this little pack of who is the best. We're not dropping to the bottom to fight number, 50 to keep our belt for a week. Unless, of course, it's a contention that you got one of those that you got to take. Because once in a while they throw a fighter your way, you have to fight this guy. It's all part of the deal. I get that. But back in the day with 96, now with Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder saying we're going to fight each other next. Why? How can you keep doing that? Because we're the two best in the world. That's where the respect level in boxing has just shot up to a new level. And it has hit this new bar that people want in on, saying, yeah. Now everybody's calling out Anthony or Deontay Wilder. Everybody's calling him out. Oh, I could take Wilder. I could take Wilder, because he got beat once by one of the greatest fighters that ever has fought in the last 30 years. So I don't think these other people that are calling Deontay Wilder out have a clue of what Deontay Wilder would do to them. Kind of like this. If you saw the UFC fight the other night with Ngannou. This dude calls him out, and Ngannou's like, "Who's calling me out?" Ngannou fights him in a UFC fight, and the match went on for 30 seconds, and Ngannou had him KO'd in 30 seconds. He said, "Don't be calling us out. You're not on the same level as us." And that's where we are with Deontay Wilder. Tyson Fury. And we're going to find out now about Anthony Joshua. Does he have it? We're going to find out now because he has. You can't hide like you could back in '96 when Tyson was hiding. You can't hide. There's too much social media going on. You can't hide from Deontay Wilder and Fury anymore. They've brought it too high of a level to where everybody's watching them. Now when your name gets mentioned in the sentence, you can't keep running. Now you got to act like, hey, no, I want to fight. I really do. I really want to fight. Now Joshua's acting like, hey, I've always wanted to fight him. But when he's always ducked him. But anyway, he's going to have to fight him now. And I would just like to say thank you, Deontay Wilder. Thank you, Tyson Fury, for bringing boxing to this level. Where Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson brought it, Lennox Lewis. We're gonna have to hope. Yeah, with this 2020, Mike Tyson, and Evander Holyfield maybe taking place, seeing a 57-year-old and a 53-year-old fight each other. Once again, thank you, Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. Thank you. What have they done? They've brought boxing to this level that enjoy. That's all I can say. I'm excited about boxing now more than ever. As far as who would win that Tyson Fury and Holyfield fight, I'm taking Holyfield. And who would win in Mike Tyson, Deontay Wilder, I'm going to take Mike Tyson just for the fact of the skill sets on both of them. I think Wilder could beat Mike Tyson if he just landed that punch. And Mike Tyson did come in crazy a couple times, but if Wilder wouldn't be scared of Tyson, I might have to take this back. I'm allowed to do that. As a boxing, we can do whatever we want. I might have to take Mike Tyson back. I might have to give this to Deontay Wilder. What do you think? You think Mike Tyson? I need somebody who's watched all of his stuff. I don't care how old you are, but you had to have watched it all. But then again, when you lived through it and you actually knew it and you felt the energy from these people during the moment, they brought an energy, and that's what these guys did here. You're looking at these four warriors that are around me right now, that bring this energy to a boxing ring, where where it just brings eyes that don't even normally watch in to watch, because they've got an energy and something about them that is just over the top. So I'm excited about the Tyson and Deontay Wilder fight. And I don't think it's going to be as easy as that last fight was for Fury. Anyway, this fight with Mike Tyson and Evander might be taking place before the end of the year. And if it does, I want all you people out there that are watching the Tyson Fury and Wilder fights to take note of what happens here, because you're going to see heart against heart. I mean, the heart of Holyfield. If it's the heart of Holyfield that fought back in '96 to 2006 and 7, through there the last 10 years and fought the best of the best, walking in the ring there, you're going to see some heart like you've never seen before. You're going to see heart like that could maybe even make the top 10 now in 2020. Could one of these guys jump in the top 10? I think so. I think right now they could. I mean, I've seen the top 10 fight. Yeah, they could. One of these guys could jump in the top 10 if they're good enough, but they would have to do their business in the first 5 rounds, I think, or else they get tired out. All right. Hope you liked watching. Stay safe, and we will see you next time we talk about some cool boxing.